planning area in the sense of, this is where we're thinking about what could happen in the Tyrus. It will not all be developed. There will be significant areas that are going to be undeveloped. There are going to be areas that are probably left open for biological purposes and resources. We are not looking to make the entire area all urbanization. That's not the way. The idea of a sustainable plan is usually focusing certain areas and keying on areas that already have some of this infrastructure, and looking at areas that make sense in terms of transportation and all of these other factors. So if you're going to grow, it's going to be growing smart. It's not necessarily growing all over the place. And some of this pattern that's occurred already, with housing down here and housing there, that makes some sense in some, it does make sense in some categories, but at the same time, we're also kind of leapfrogging and jumping out a little bit. I would assume that in our city, we haven't started this sustainable planning yet, but I would assume that you will find that it's much more concentrated and much more thoughtful about where the development will occur. But it's not going to be over the entire area. This is way too large of an area to be completely urbanized, or even suburbanized. It's just, that's not realistic in any time period, in the next 50 to 100 years.
What's that dashed line that
This
goes? Yes, that dashed line that goes down, then it goes through the airport.
Okay. These little dashed lines indicate certain areas of the city. This area, these areas are here. Right now you have the city. The city is currently incorporated, and the corporate lines kind of go like this. This area is what's known as the sphere of influence. The sphere of influence is an area that's currently not in the city, but in the county. However, by law, the city has a responsibility for planning for that area or thinking about that area's future. So the sphere of influence areas are here, here, and here. They're currently county, they're not within the city, but the city needs to plan for them and think a little bit about their future. So that's that. This area, this crosshatch, this was just talking about what the SELA land use, the SELA area is. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And also that dash line that starts on the, that goes all the way through to the airport. What is that?
That's a possibility, the possibility of the extension of the highway. I was going to say the 22, and I'm like, no, that's not the right number. The 220. The possible extension of the 220, just like this is a possible reroute of the 395. Very possible. We notice because our work is so far we're working so far in the future, we have to consider some of the things that are being talked about in the community and the other parts of the community and the other issues. Yes.
You said that was 18 on the bottom. Where's Mojave come in there? Because I know you said something about our tax dollars in sales tax going to other cities, which is namely mostly Victorville because they have the mall. Lowe's and Target was supposed to go in at Mojave and 395. That
they should be down in here.
That should be right in there. Yeah. Is that area considered Adelanto, or is that area considered Victorville?
I think it's outside of it's not in your sphere.
Victorville is on the east side of 395. When you have the intersection of Mojave and 395, the east side is Victorville, the west side is Adelanto. Where you see the Target sign, that's in the city of Adelanto.
But the other side that was going to be Lowe's, that was where the parking lot and the light standards are down because they've taken the copper wires out. That part is Victorville. So even if they build that, we still don't get any tax dollars.
No.
Right.
No.
It'd be real nice if we had a place to shop here.
And actually, I want you to hold that up because when we do this activity, I want to hear things like that.
Let me just update you.
Sure.
The Target Center has been put off for a few years. Target is no longer at this point building new shopping center or building stores, but they own the land. Lewis has sold the land So they are committed financially into the site, so we do see realistically that they see that as a future opportunity for them, but they're not doing much in building new centers at this point in time. But what we're encouraged about is that they own the land. And they usually don't own the land and sell it off in the future time, which would be, if they thought we weren't going to be a community for them. They're looking for us to regain the momentum in housing, rooftops is what they call it. So if we can start getting to about 40,000 population, that's kind of a target for them. No pun intended.
Is it true that at Palmdale and 395 across the street from where Stater Brothers is, they're going to build a Walmart?
Yes.
But that's gonna be in Victorville.
So that's in Victorville.
Yeah. Is that going to be in the near future?
Well, you see the signs that are up, the signs are usually pretty cheap to.
Yeah, that's not going to be over a year.
Yeah, so, but that's the discussion, and they've been doing the environmental work, and so we anticipate that, but it all is the economy is a strong influence on if they're going to move forward or not.
But it's still Victorville, it has nothing to do with it.
It's outside of our corporate, but it's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that dotted line is basically the proposed route for the high desert corridor.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to know how much planning is being done in cooperation with the high desert corridor planners, because I'm really concerned about the traffic impacts of that terrain.
We're working with a consortium of LA County and San Bernardino County through Sandbag and their transportation commissions in Los Angeles County. We're a part of that consortium, and they're doing an environmental impact report, which I believe will be completed this fall. This fall, which will have a discussion of all those impacts that we'll be able to review and have input on to determine how that will affect the normal operations of our traffic circulation systems and that freeway or expressway or whatever they're going to build, how it will impact our community.
Environmental is funded, the roadway is not.
Well, I'm concerned about the added traffic that that will cause, because right now, 395 is at saturation.
Right.
And, with the high desert corridor coming in, they're going to be really impacting our community, and that's, there's a lot of planning.
We're concerned about where it'll terminated. There's been discussion of the terminated at 395. There's been discussion about taking this to the 15. It's all going to be dependent upon financing, but the environmental impact report will have traffic models that we'll be able to have input on to determine if it's going to be a problem for us, and then we'll be able to find other types of solutions or mitigation so that we're not going to have. I grew up down the hill and worked in Laverne and Ranch Goodwin. If you remember the 210, it dumped into Laverne for about 20 years almost, and so that traffic that went through Laverne was significant until you were able to reroute it and bring it up on the freeway. So that's something we don't want to see, where all that traffic is dropped off right there, because it could become very troublesome.
Yeah, because to me, it seems, I'm sorry, I don't want to.
No, you're fine.
It seems like the basic purpose of the high desert corridor is commercial for trucking, but I don't want that to be at the expense, like on our back, for us to be carrying that load just so that they can have more access to trucking.
No, we agree. We don't want to see it. From that example I gave you about Laverne and the 210 terminating there for so many years, we don't want to see a solution like that, but we have to live with it for a long time.
That's another type of comment in the next activity, once you make those kind of comments. That's exactly, you're right onto the track of where we want, we're going to head. Just a minute, Chuck, if I may use your first name.
You mentioned Cabo for.
Right. He said probably yachts are no longer.
Oh, yeah, Cabo Yachts left about a couple of years ago.
She just mentioned.
Right, we had, at the time of the study, that was, they were
Right.
second. That was lost.
They were a lot of, they were basically, working more so that eliminated some.
That was what, there was one of our jobs.
And there's the new businesses that have occupied the new spaces. I think there's 3 or 4 different businesses now using the space that Cabo Yachts.
Oh, yeah.
Ma'am, you have a question?
county side, on the map, on the part of that, with this,
Here?
yes, with the master plan, would it be wise to try to get that annexed into the city? If we're planning 2035, 2045, wouldn't it be best to put it in our plan? And if not, tell me why.
Well, a lot of,
I got you. Sorry.
yeah, you did. Well, as I say, there are goods and bads for, there are pluses and minuses for annexation. In this case, you don't have a lot of, they don't have a population living in there. A lot of times people who live in counties, I don't want to sound like I'm slandering or not, but a lot of times counties don't have quite the standards that cities have. And so a lot of times people want to live there or operate in the county because it is a little bit looser. There's also issues about service provision and dealing with the cost of service provision. If it's a city, then the city's could be a little bit more responsible, although I'm sure if development occurred out in here, the city would most likely be providing those services anyway, so that cost would have to be paid.
Do you see the county area that's down at the bottom?
Is there?
We tried to annex that about 4 years ago. And when they did the fiscal analysis of it, we found out that for every house that would be constructed, we would lose $2,000. So you can imagine being in the business that every time you produced a widget, you lost $2,000. So that's what terminated that annexation, is we just decided we couldn't afford to take in the area and provide the service, and each time over the house, we would lose $2,000. That's really kind of the same reason that that property over on the west side of the city is that we'd have to be in this, a fiscal position that we would be able to provide services for it right away. And that's one of the things we found that we're just not able at this time to do that. But you're right, it would be nice to annex it because then we'd under our control, our standard, and we could be assured that it would develop and grow the way we would want it, but then we'd have to pick up the ticket for it.
So, second question, same question. What would it cost 20 years from now to make that happen? And what would it cost to get a consultant out here?
Well, to look at that in the future, what we would have to try to do is create financial systems like community facilities district, assessment districts, those types of things that would be in place that when the development occurred, that it would pay for itself. So you're looking at a taxing system that if you build a house there, you would be paying for the infrastructure, you'd pay for the road, the major roadways, the sewer, the water, and it wouldn't be a tax burden on the rest of the community to pay for that and to provide the service and the maintenance of it. So those are the types of things that this study is going to look at, that will start identifying those kind of mechanisms of where they should be and when we should adopt them in order that when that growth starts to occur, those systems will be in place. But the main philosophy will be that development will pay for itself.
Yes, sir.
Just real quick on your economic factors that your economist pointed out. One thing I was thinking of was just gas money that you have to spend just to get to these Victorville areas, because like, for example, from where we live over near Chamberlain, it's 7 miles to Stater Brothers. If we go from our house to Home Depot, that's, I think, 11 miles. And that's like gas money that we can't spend on anything else, because we're showing it off, equivalent of smoke, literally.
Right, and that's the kind of the sales leakage, it kind of works two ways. It's more costly for you, and it's costly for the city. The city would much rather have your,
Well, we have less disposable income because we
right,
pay
because
gas.
we're paying gas, you're absolutely correct.
So by not having commercial,
Right,
activity here in the city, we're
you're spending your,
getting to Victorville and getting it to Carolina.
right, yes, sir.
Before they opened the State of Brothers on Palmdale and 395, they were talking about Chamberlain, closer to them, me and myself, Chamberlain and 395 by the 17th. They were going to open the State of Brothers there before they did this one.
Right.
Is there a reason why they didn't?
That'd be a
open
question
this
for
one?
Rick. Rick, did you hear the question? The question
Yeah,
was,
that's right.
there was talk about State Brothers, Chamberlain, and
This
395.
is going back quite a few years. The
prior
way
to.
the State of Brothers they have now on Palm.
Oh, okay.
They were talking about doing it on Circle K, Chamberlain, and 395. But there was something happened, I don't know why they were doing that thing on the, by Circle K.
Other than the fact that maybe they could require them, and I don't know, I can find out for you. I can find out what the history was.
I heard a few things, but like I said, first I heard there's something had to do with sewer, the taxes, the property. There were so many reasons everybody was talking about why they didn't do it.
A lot of times, the shopping center will like a certain amount of traffic counts, and then there was more traffic counts in Palmdale in 395 than what they do in the northern part of the city. So, you know, they have good driven by those traffic counts. And it might have been better for them down there than it was up here, but that's a good question, I can look into it and let you know.
Okay,
I have a question.
let's say Fernando, and then we're gonna switch and go to the next one. Yes, Fernando.
With regards to sustainable design, I didn't see anything about perhaps developing essential services buildings in case of emergency. I know you showed fault lines and such, but if there is to be major earthquake or an event, where does this community go to? I know, for example, on the east side of Palmdale, I was involved with something similar to that where they do have essential services buildings in case the 14th was caught. What are we doing for this sustainable?
Well, those are good thoughts that we need to put into the plan. We need to be looking at not only the land uses that we're talking about, but community facilities. And community facilities, again, we have an EOC at our public works yard right now, but it's one building. Community this size is going to need a few more, you know, with fire stations, police stations. There's going to have to be a more decentralized location of those facilities, and within those facilities can be emergency operations centers that can help the public get information, get the resources, all the things that go along with an emergency that we need to provide as a community to help. Those are the things that we can start identifying